My name is Cindy. I'm a 6th grade language arts teacher. I am going into my 14th year of teaching. I had 2 really great role models when I was in high school that inspired me to want to work with kids. An English teacher who just taught me a lot about grammar and literature, and I enjoyed it and thought I could do a good job with kids. The number one challenge I have involving all levels of learners is that in itself is that you have inclusion children all the way up to gifted and talented children. And in the classroom, sometimes that creates a problem because you may be working one-on-one with an inclusion child, and a gifted and talented child works very quickly. And sometimes they finish their work, and it's a challenge to keep students on task, depending on the different levels. The number one strategy that I use is cooperative learning. I try to set up groups where you have maybe a low, medium, and high level learner, and it's the responsibility of everybody in the group to make sure that everybody in the group knows the material. And so it might create a situation where the gifted and talented child is having to teach the inclusion child. That's one strategy I use. And then I try to keep extra things going on the side, other assignments that deal with what we're working on currently. For instance, if we're working with descriptive writing, I might have them look through newspapers, magazines, their library book to find examples of descriptive writing while I'm working with a student one-on-one, just anything I can do to challenge them and keep them engaged in the learning process. The number one way I learned to work with that is with those children was on-the-job training. Anytime that you face something like that and you have to figure out how to deal with it, just on the job is the number one way I've learned to deal and teach with those different levels of learners. I've also utilized content mastery teachers who are more familiar with strategies that might be helpful in teaching those different levels of learners. I use other faculty members help me out, strategies that they've tried and had success with. I might try to use those in my classroom. Different workshops that the Education Service Center puts on dealing with specific levels or specific learners. Anytime, there's information everywhere, and anytime you have a problem, you can always find it. You can go online sources is a good way to find information that you need to pick up strategies to use with students also.